gave up dunking on the Cap Nerds because I'm addicted and I might have a problem. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to the award-winning Saints Happy Hour podcast. Seriously, this podcast has won awards. American standards are dropping every day. The show features Ralph, the best host in the world, who can barely pronounce his own name, much less anyone else's.
Marcus Marquez Calloway.
Dave is that dude who loves taking bathroom breaks. He's mad about almost anything, so make sure to lower your volume when he speaks.
Put that freaking clown meme back up that I made. Jesus Christ.
Andrew has sources, watches tapes, and knows football. He rarely shows up on time and wants to commit crimes to help the Saints win.
Sean Payton would have done illegal things. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know it's true.
Oh, and there's also Kevin, who is great at doing mock drafts, but struggles to actually watch Saints games or have a functioning relationship.
Budrich wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Anyway, grab a drink, sit back, and enjoy the insanity.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. I'm Ralph Marlborough. I'm joined by Dave, Andrew, Kevin. The gang's all here. Also, everybody, thanks to everybody on the live stream on Twitch watching us right now. I can see Jason Champagne. I can see Bulldog Saint. I saw Jerry, Andrew's dad, flashed in and out. Maybe he'll get in there with Twitch. Thanks for joining us. On tonight's show, we are going to continue to laugh at the Cap Nerds getting defeated by Mickey Loomis and $30 million of extra cap space. We're going to argue about what one big Saints move they should do this offseason, and we're going to try to figure out who had the worst season predictions from 2023. But before we start, remember to subscribe to Saints Happy Hour wherever you get your podcast. And I also have to mention our MVP contest. Listener Vince in Maine sent us a signed Deuce McAllister jersey. So we're going to raffle that thing off. Weekly MVPs get their shot at having a signed jersey from a Saints legend. Plus, I got this super expensive whiteboard behind me. All MVP winners from the last 8 weeks go up on the MVP board each week. You can see who that golfer got his name added to the list. And he gets to write whatever he wants, written by my lovely son, Max. So who that golfer decided to write Bringing Timo Home from our podcast last week when Andrew just went off the podcast and took a phone call from Thomas Morstead. So we want to bring Thomas Morstead home. So Bring Timo Home is the writing on the wall. You can be MVP. You can write whatever you want. As long as it meets style. Within reason, as long as it doesn't offend the great nation state of Poland, the 53rd state of America, as long as it doesn't offend Poland, it goes on the board. And remember, if we reach $100 in donations tonight, the MVP will choose which minibar bottle from my gigantic minibar booze collection I'm going to poison myself with. Consider donating via Stream Elements by typing in /donate in the chat and click the link that appears. Twitch takes about 50% when you donate using bits. So this way you can spend less and it's easier to get me drunk. It's a win-win. Even Andrew can do it. Remember, also, the best $20 you can spend on the internets, text to speech, $20. Anything you type in the little box, the British robot guy interrupts the show and sends it. My two choices tonight, Dave: dark cherry vanilla whiskey and chipotle flavored absinthe.
Chipotle.
Did I say that right?
Chipotle. Come on, man.
Chipotle. Absinthe?
Chipotle.
Absinthe. Thomas, do we have an MVP leader yet?
We do. Budrich is in the lead. Thanks, Budrich, for 30 months of continued support by subscribing. No.
What are we drinking tonight? I'm drinking Shiner Peach. It's disgusting. Kevin, what are you drinking?
Me and the uncle are hanging out.
Bless you.
Meant to hit the mute button. I apologize.
Dave, what are you drinking? You're muted.
You're muted, Dave.
Oh, I got it.
You look like a CIA black ops from a Skinamax movie on Cinemax.
I feel like I look like an FBI agent. This is actually, it looks black on the screen, but all this is actually navy.
Yeah.
My shirt is navy. My hat is navy. I am drinking Brain Cake IPA from Parish.
Or I
boy.
feel like Dave sells anabolic steroids out the trunk of his car at Gold's Gym. Could go either. Could go either way. The way he's dressed.
I definitely don't think I have the body for that. The body type that would say that.
Andrew, what are you drinking while you watch to see if LSU can get?
LSU just won. They won. They beat Georgia by 1 point, right down to the wire. Huge win.
Great.
I'll take it.
No,
I'm drinking a little Coors Light, 16-ounce can.
There we go.
Because I'm a man of the people.
That's right.
I think this actually, the fact that I'm drinking Coors Light tonight drops me one in the booze meter.
It does.
And so, Dave, you're that increases the distance between us.
Yes, it does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew drinking Coors Light, watching 15 and 12 LSU. He's a true man of the people.
That's right.
So let's get right to it. We got a little Saints news. Suck it, cap nerds. The NFL salary cap went up a record $30 million to $255 million. Mickey Loomis is going to get the Saints under the cap while playing golf with Dave. That's how easy it's going to be. So now that they're cap compliant.
I love how Ralph gets like excited about more cap space when like it's more cap space for everyone else too.
Right.
And the Saints are still the worst in the league in terms of how much space they have. So Ralph's like, yeah, eat it, nerds. But it's like they all get like 10 million more in space.
Whatever.
You know?
I want to be excited about the offseason. You give whatever they give me, I'm going to turn it into excitement.
Sure.
So
Mr. Positivity, they call you.
That's right. Toxic positivity. Now they're getting cap compliant. It's in easy mode. So here's my question to start off this podcast is you can talk a little bit about the cap if you want. Andrew just poo-pooed all over my dreams. But if you had to make one move that you said I want the Saints to do this one move in free agency, and it can be realistic, it can be a pipe dream, it can be a combination of both. What one move do you want in the offseason, March 11th, when the clock hits 11 o'clock, March 11th at 11 a.m. when the Saints can start signing people or agreeing to contracts, the legal tampering period. What do you want the one move the Saints to do? You were supposed to all have something done. If you don't, say you don't, and then think of something. Go to PFF top 100 free agents and come up with an answer.
Well, you want us to admit that we weren't prepared first and then go hunt for the answer?
I actually am prepared, actually.
Wow. I'm stunned.
And by the way, first of all, didn't we? I mean, we all knew that the cap was going to take a big jump up at some point, like
because of the TV money.
Yeah, like that. This was all part of the plan. So
yeah,
I mean, this isn't really that much of a surprise.
But
maybe it's a little bit of a surprise of how much of a jump it actually is. But I think a big increase was kind of baked into the whole plan.
It was supposed to. The cap nerd said it was going to start next year. The cap nerd said the big jump would be next year and then in 2026. But now they're saying that the cap is probably going to be next year, $280 million. So, so what's the moves? So what's the moves that y'all want for free agency?
Okay, so I am prepared.
Since you're prepared, Dave, you can go first.
I know. Believe that or not, I'm the one that's prepared.
Wow.
And my answer, actually, my move is actually no move. My move is actually the absence of a move, and I know you hate that, but I think we need to take this opportunity. We've been kicking the can down the road. I know you hate the cap nerds, but at some point, all of it does catch up, and you can maybe let it catch up slowly over time. But I think we should take this opportunity. We got the big increase. Let's not make a move. Let's let some of these contracts just die out instead of restructuring them and keep pushing them down the road. And let's get ourselves in better position for next season and the season after that. Let's just come on. I mean, like, this is.
Dad, I invested 6% in my 401k instead of 5%. I feel great about my future. Oh my God.
I know you hate that answer. I know you hate that.
Boo. Does anybody else, before I go, does anybody else have something better than that, please? Kevin, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, I know he's about to turn. I mean, LSU just won Georgia. So just beat Georgia by 1. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going to piggyback off that and say that it's time to dump these measurements, these prototypes, all these things that Jeff Ireland has created, which has led to god-awful draft classes and god-awful defensive ends. And for God's sake, just get a pass rusher. I don't care how much it costs. And in honor of LSU just winning, I'm going to say go get Daniil Hunter.
There we go.
Of the Vikings.
Go Tigers.
I know he's about to turn 30, but he just had 16 and a half sacks last year, for God's sakes. 87 and a half sacks in his career. He's still in his prime. We need pass rushers. So, look, I would say, so basically I'm the opposite of Dave. I'm like, shell out the money, bring in Daniil Hunter. But I'm tempted to say shell out the money and get Chris Jones. I actually would level up from that and fuck it, go full Jarris Bird with this free agency. Everyone thinks we have no cap space. No,
don't do that.
Just go put all the chips to the middle.
I can't believe you even invoke the name of Jarris Bird in this conversation. I did have a thought. I don't even know what his contract situation, but
you already gave us your thought. Do nothing.
No, I know. No, I know. But I had other thoughts too. But one of my other thoughts was in the vein of pass rush, and also in the vein of bringing somebody home. Can we bring Trey Hendrickson back home?
No, he's not a free agent.
Yeah, all right.
You could bring that Marcus. You could bring Marcus 2 first home.
No, thank you. What? Yeah, really.
I like the other Viking better.
We don't need another Peyton Turner, man. We already had one.
Yeah.
I got him.
All right, so Kevin, what do you have?
So, if assuming we're letting Jameis go, I mentioned this I think not last week, but the week before. There was a question about bringing in a quarterback who was over 35 to be the backup, and I said he'll be 35 by the time the season starts. Tyrod Taylor.
Oh my!
You could bring in to be the backup for Derek Carr.
Now, congratulations, Kevin. You have somehow presented an idea less exciting than Dave saying I would like nothing.
Wait a minute.
Wait, you want to spend?
No. I have another one.
Too much money.
It could not be possible that someone would turn in something worse than Dave's idea. Congratulations.
Your camera crashed, man.
Jeez.
Oh. That's not my fault.
Dave, your camera's dead.
No, my camera's dead.
No, what?
What the hell just happened?
What's your other idea?
So my other idea. No.
Seriously.
My camera's fine. I can see me on the gimmick. My other idea is
Kevin's camera fine for you guys or not?
Yeah, no.
I can see Kevin fine.
I'm all pixelated on the
terrible
Twitch
on the
screen,
Twitch screen. Yeah.
But below that, I'm fine.
Yes.
My other idea, maximum hilarity. We bring in Mike Evans from Tampa.
I like that.
We say, let bygones be bygones.
And we trade Lattimore to Tampa.
And yeah. And we just see what happens. Well, actually, Lattimore, we're not going to be able to trade him, right?
You can't trade him. You can't trade him until the summer.
That's not true.
The cap hits $30 million.
Hey, I think it's 18.
Oh, I thought it was more than that. That's doable.
If you cut him,
trade him
pre-June 1st, the cap savings is $30 million. No, wait, the cap hit is $30 million. If you trade him, it's $30 million, and then if you trade him after June 1st, yeah, you save $1.2 million or something.
Yeah, they didn't work. They haven't worked in that option bonus, but I think Andrew, it's 20. It's huge. It's huge money. But if you're right and it's 18, they could trade him before the draft. That would be fun. That'd be fun for Kevin. We could have we could have a 2 first draft.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know where that's headed. But if it's headed towards divorce and, let's say it's untenable and Lattimore wants to leave and they find a solution hey, this team will take you, I wouldn't be surprised if Loomis and Lattimore collectively work out a deal to make him more movable financially.
Oh, I see.
I mean, just putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean that could be true too. Like that, like
if it's a situation where he's like, I want out, Mickey might say, well, we can't move you. We have a team that's prepared to give up whatever, and we'll take what they're offering. But if you want to go there, we got to manipulate the money, and then they can give you another contract on the other side of it.
Maybe, yeah. It wouldn't be like the Russell Wilson thing where Denver was like, we just need you to give back money because we don't want to pay it to you. And he's like, kick rocks. Give me all my money you owe me. Yeah. Here's my thing. I thought about Tyron Smith from the Cowboys, solve left tackle. He's injury prone, so he would fit right in with the Saints offensive line. He would slide right in with the rest of them. That could be fun.
What we need. Yeah, that'd be great.
But no, I think the move you do is you go get Brian Burns from Carolina. If you're going to do one move and you're going to go and you're going to
You like that better than Danielle Hunter?
He's younger.
I like taking from a division opponent. I like that.
The thing is, you already took Danielle Hunter. So I can't double down on it. For the podcast, Hunter would be better because one, I struggle to pronounce his name, and two, just
Danielle Hunter.
You struggle with every name, man. It doesn't matter.
I struggle with every name.
Ralph would call him Danielle Hunter.
Yeah, really.
Ralph can't say anyone's name right.
Danielle Hunter. It would be great because people would get excited. Anything LSU excites the people. We would have a ton of listens, probably more subscribers. It would be amazing. And if you listen to the free versions, even if the Saints haven't signed LSU player yet, sign up anyway. Support the show. But if they get an offensive lineman, a tackle, and they can find one that's good, I think it would really allow them to do so much more for the draft. Kevin, it would allow them not to have to panic at 14 and trade up to get one of the top 3 offensive tackles, which me and you have talked about on your mock drafts shows that we do.
They don't.
So they wouldn't.
The draft overall is pretty tackle deep, man.
Yeah.
Like,
so they wouldn't have to. They still need one, though.
You land one.
They still need to. So, but I'm saying they could sign Smith, and then they could draft one in the second round, and because Ramchek's knee could give out, and it might already be cooked, right? So that would allow them to be more flexible in the draft and just take the best player available, and not panic and trade up. So that was my move. Get Tyron Smith from the Cowboys. And it would also just infuriate the cap nerds because the Saints would pay him. It would be like he'd be like $1 for this year's cap, and he's old and he's injury prone. The cap nerds would just lose their freaking minds, and I would just enjoy the hell out of it. So that was why. What was my one move?
What are the Saints? What is their cap situation looking like right now for 2025?
Not good. They're like,
are they
minus 47.98 million, so basically minus 48.
But it's going to go up 25 million. So
they're currently already over the 2025 cap. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why you guys don't agree. I think the sexiest thing to do is stay put. Let's not push any more contracts back. Let's maybe absorb some of this. It's like,
why does it matter?
This is our chance to kind of to kind of clean the books up a little bit. This is our chance to get clean. We're already halfway. We're
going to rehab. What are we going to get?
Yeah. We've been given a gift. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We've been given the gift of going to a nice place in Malibu with this giant cap increase. Let's use it. Let's just take. Let's take our lumps now. Let's draft.
What a ridiculous take this is.
Let's trade down a bunch of times in the draft. Let's make up instead of signing a bunch of free agents. Let's make up for it by drafting more young guys, more talent. Some guys will work out.
Wait, so Dave, are you joining the trade down train?
I'm for trading down.
Kevin. I have been.
I'm all for trading down. I just think if Gale wants to keep pushing it out and cutting the checks,
Kevin, I have been the goose to your Maverick. I have been the goose to your Maverick for the last 10 years on the trade down train. I think everybody knows that. And I just think let's do this the old fashioned way, just 1 year. and just get clean a little bit.
Ozman says in
detox.
2025.
Let's have a
in
detox off season.
Dave, to your point, Ozman says in 2025 they are the most team over the cap already.
I mean, seriously. And if we
it's only going to get worse.
It's only
That's what I'm saying.
worse.
If we restructure more people this year to get better now, we're at all. That's going to get more. That's going to get pushed. That's going to add to that number for next year. I just think we should take our lumps now.
The way I look at it, they have $220 million in cap space in 2027. Let's start burning that up, baby.
That's right. Let's start using it now. I want to win now, Dave. The future is not promised. Get me to not 10 wins. Whatever it takes.
When a meteor hits planet Earth in 2028, are you going to be like, see, I told you we should have kept that cap for 2029?
No. I don't know. I think this is going to be like Don't Look Up eventually. I think y'all need to look up.
No, don't look up. The cap's going to crush us.
Yeah.
I will say, Andrew, final question.
I just why do people care?
Here's my.
I don't understand why people care.
Because at some point the Piper is going to have to get paid.
No, the Piper's always next year. It's always next year. That's the point. It never comes due, Dave.
Okay, but
never.
But it severely limits what you can do in the offseason, though. It doesn't.
We signed a $100 million quarterback.
I'm not happy. I don't think that was a great
I'm not
move.
saying you have to
maybe
like it.
We should have signed a $150 million quarterback. Maybe we'd be better off if we had signed a $150 million quarterback. We couldn't afford a $150 million quarterback.
Here's my question, Andrew, because we know that Kai Harley, future Saints GM, going to happen any day now. I'm not giving up on you, Dave.
I'm telling you.
We know that if you give Kai Harley $9 million of space or whatever, he can do whatever the hell he wants the Saints want to do. So I'm not going to ask you for specific contracts that the Saints can redo that tells you're aggressive. But when they go to the tampering period, the official tampering period at 11 o'clock Monday, is there a cap number, a number of a space that they would have that would have your attention? If they have like 10 million, 15
well,
million, would they have a number that has your attention?
My understanding is if they want to go all in, that means like recommitting to, Cam Jordan, DeMario, some of the older players on the team, Ramczyk. Some of these are riskier than others, right? Taysom Hill. If they want to go all in, push all the chips to the middle and kind of stick with these contracts longer and put themselves at greater risk of a lot of dead money next year, if they want to part with those players, they can get up to 30 million pretty easily in space.
Yes.
And 30 million in space is a lot.
I'm for it.
So, and what they do with that space, I don't know, but I think they can get there pretty easily. Now they can even do crazier things. The thing is, like, the trump card here is ghost years, because they really haven't gone nuts with ghost years yet.
They have not.
And I mean, they can really add that to anybody's deal. They'd be like, here's 5 more years to your deal, Colin Saunders. And now, any guy on the team, they can add however many ghost years they want, spreads out the cap hit, and makes their number a lot lower. Now, obviously, that all comes due when they cut the player, but they may want to add ghost years to some of their younger players that they're more committed to. Granderson, Ruiz, McCoy, that have long-term deals. They could add a bunch of ghost years to them. So they can get really weird with this and go even more space than 30 million. So I don't suspect that they're going to go that crazy, but my point here is they can do whatever they want.
Kevin,
but do you not understand that like because of the situation they're in with the cap and everything that you were ragging on me about, they're just like scraping by, like they have to struggle.
They just signed Derek Carr a year ago, dude. They just signed a franchise quarterback.
Dave, as long as Gale wants to cut the bonus checks, what does it matter? Like why does it matter?
Because like they're never gonna have like $100 million or $150 million to play with in free agency. They're never gonna have as much money.
They just freaking did. They signed two starting defensive tackles. They signed what was his contract? Was it $150 million?
Yeah, it was.
They signed a $150 million quarterback. Who else did they sign last year in free agency? There were others.
The chat.
Jamal Williams, Foster Moreau.
They still have less money than all of the other teams. It's like being Tulane and being in the SEC, and you have other teams that have more money than you. Like that's the point. Like I understand. Like yes, they're basically what you're saying is hey, they're doing such.
That's right.
Because they paid him more money.
Like that's such a big deal. Like Derek Carr so far has sucked. Why are you?
But they did it.
The point is they did it.
Good or not? Hey, you know what I'll be impressed with? If they drafted a young quarterback like CJ Stroud and they were paying him the league freaking minimum for the first round draft pick. That would be great.
You're making a different point. You're making a different point. And now where you're veering off course, I agree with. Because the bottom line is this. For the Saints to be good, for the Saints to be competitive, we're all caught up in the finances. We're all caught up in cap space. None of that matters. You draft well, you build a foundation for the future, and you have young players on your team in a young man league, and that's how you compete. So the more Chris Olaves we draft and the less Peyton Turners we draft, the better this team's going to be. So if you have a gripe with the Saints and you complain about them not drafting good young quarterbacks, I am 100% on board with you.
Okay.
But where you lose me is saying that this cap method is a problem because it does not freaking matter.
Are you telling me when free agency starts, the Saints can sign any free agent they want to on the open market? Money is not an option. They can sign the most expensive
if they have $30 million. If they have $30 million in cap space, yes, that is what I'm saying.
That leads me to my final question before we get to the next topic. Kevin,
I have nothing left for anybody else.
Kevin, here's my question to you.
You got to decide how you're going to spend it, though, right?
You and me have been.
My point is they have less to spend than the other teams
today, but let's talk about that next.
Just wait.
2 Mondays. So, Kevin, here's my question to you, because Dave is saying, "Hey, be frugal, be responsible." Put the money in the 401k.
Just once. But here's my question to you, Kevin, because me and you have been dying for the Saints to trade down. And we're like, just trade down and have a draft of like 7 to 10 guys, Mickey, please. I feel like I have 3 wives. I feel like you are.
If I said to you 10, it should be 10 consistently for at minimum for the next 3 years.
Yeah. So if I said to you, Kevin, you can have your dream trade down draft where the Saints trade down, maybe they get 10 guys, maybe they get an extra pick in 2025, maybe they have 2 seconds and they do a ton of trade downs. It's your dream come true, and we are patting you on the back you've accomplished something. We're saying this is a moment. Okay, so it's your dream draft, but on the flip side, the Saints have to get absolutely positively freaking reckless in 2 weeks in free agency. I'm talking 2 top of the market guys. I'm talking create $40 million in cap space and spend $150 million to where we're doing a Twitch live stream. I'm shirtless and Dave is beside himself. Would you take those terms? Would you accept those terms?
For just 1 year of the Saints actually trading down and
yes.
No.
Wow.
No. Wow. I'd need to do all of that. You give me 2.
I can't.
Give me 2 years.
Give me one. I give you
this
one.
off season and next off season where we get a minimum of 10 draft picks back to back.
I can't do it. I'll give you trade downs this year, and I'll give you no trade ups in 2025. That's the best I could do. Final offer.
I mean, I just seriously think a lot of you need to come to terms with the fact that no matter how much you complain or cry, Mickey Loomis is going nowhere.
That's right.
And how much you complain or cry, the methods by which the Saints are going to approach finances and the cap are not going to change. And you know what? On some level, you push. They might be idiots. Like, they might be bad at drafting. They might make the wrong choices in free agency. And Derek Carr, I mean, we were just debating it a second ago. Like, he may be a bust. And if so, that was a terrible decision to pour all that money into him. But
yeah,
so we may hate the decisions, but personally, I respect that they put their chips all the way to the middle. And like, it doesn't really matter if we don't like it, because like, it's not going to change. And Mickey Loomis is, again, he's not going anywhere. So you need to pick a different team. If you can't get behind this, like, I mean, I'm not saying that Saints fans have to agree, but if you hate it and your whole existence is like you just can't get behind it, like, maybe it's time to stop rooting for the team or pick a different team.
People are
start rooting for the Lions.
People are slandering Dave in the chat. I got to get to some of these. Your boy Alan says Dave's Cane's order is no toast, extra slaw. Like,
and I said, I responded. I said extra toast, and I keep the slaw. I like the slaw too.
I also like the slaw.
So
also a hot take. I actually like Cane's fries too.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, Cane's.
Why wouldn't you?
Like
I mean,
what? Really?
The Cane's guy
fries?
is the Cane's guy is the richest guy in Louisiana. He's worth like $8 billion.
Yep.
Like,
Unbelievably, in my small town of Charlottesville, Virginia, which is less than 100,000 people, we have just opened a second Cane's.
I would say this.
I'm sure the line goes down the street too, doesn't it?
In all seriousness, if Cane's keeps on that trajectory in like 15 or 20 years, hopefully, if Gale lives that long, like the Cane's guy might be like first or second in line to buy the Saints, like for real.
I'm here for it.
So
nobody's buying the Saints. They're just getting left to this, like,
you
community.
you can't do that. That's not happening. I mean, I know that would be awesome, and Gale would want that, but I don't think the NFL is going to allow it.
Why? It could be like the
Packers, but I don't think the NFL would want it. So I mean, it would be awesome though, like the community owned.
Aldi, real quick. Aldi Mourinho wants us to rank Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, and Cane's.
Oh, this is tough.
Where are we? Where are we?
What do you mean?
Where in the country are we?
Yeah, like, am I?
We're in
Louisiana.
Louisiana. We're in Louisiana, where two of the three come from, and one of them is very close to.
I mean,
we're in the South.
No. I'm saying, where am I ordering? So, am I going to these three? Am I picking from these three in St. Louis, or am I picking
in
from
Poland,
these three?
man? Poland.
Well, can you explain why you're asking that?
In Louisiana,
Okay,
you're in Louisiana.
Because if you tell me that I'm picking in from St. Louis, Popeyes is dead last.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love Popeyes, but like Popeyes, not in Louisiana. It's Russian roulette, baby. You might have ordered the 2-piece, and you might get 4 biscuits. You know. It's Russian roulette. So,
or it's going to be lukewarm shit, and it's like, I'm not going to deal with that. Like whatever reason, Popeyes not in Louisiana is just bad. Like, Cane's is a roll of the dice.
The Popeyes here in Charlottesville is pretty good.
Wow.
And the Cane's is like Baton Rouge or New Orleans.
St. Louis.
You are blessed, Andrew, to have a Popeyes.
Wow. This is hard. I appreciate all of them. They all have great qualities about them. Cane's, you got the sauce, you got the toast. Popeyes, you got the red beans, you got the sides.
Yes, the red beans are solid. Yeah.
You've also got there's the
biscuit.
Mashed potatoes.
Popeyes has the biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
The biscuits, yeah.
So
my kids are huge fans of the chicken minis for breakfast at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I would say if I'm ranking them, and then Chick-fil-A, I don't know, they're from Atlanta, so I feel like we got to put them last.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm going Popeyes, Cane's, Chick-fil-A. 1, 2, 3.
Me too.
I'm gonna go Cane's, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes to me, like, if it's in New Orleans, like, to me, it's clearly ahead of the other two. Although the thing is with Cane's is, I'll give them this, like, and this may sound, I mean, being from New Orleans, people would say I should have known this, but I didn't realize this. Like, when you order Cane's in your car, you got to take it out of the bag. because it'll get soggy by the time you get home. I don't know. It's a science thing. It like sweats or something. And I didn't know that for the longest time. And I was like, Cane's, I get it. It's home. It's kind of crummy. And I don't know. And somebody, I think Kat Terrell on Twitter was like, Ralph, you gotta take it out of the bag. What are you, a rookie? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you got to take it out of the bag so it doesn't turn soft or whatever. So like that bumped Cane's up to me. So to me, Popeyes, the Grand Canyon, Cane's, a big spot, and then Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A third.
And it's not Chick-fil-A. It's not nothing political for me. I just like Chick-fil-A. Like I feel like I used to like the Chick-fil-A sandwich, but the Popeyes chicken sandwich is
spicy chicken's better. Yeah,
so strong.
I got to say this. I feel like, during tennis season, my kids always want to stop at Chick-fil-A, and just after a few times, like I just can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are. But I get some fatigue eating that. But I remember during Katrina, I went to visit my mom, and we got a lot of water in the house. Like the whole first floor was gutted, and I'm not complaining. I mean, people had single-story homes that were like under 16 feet of water. I mean, we were in a much better situation than that. But like the whole first floor was flooded. So we did have a microwave on the second floor, so at least we had that and like plastic forks and plates. But I mean, you guys remember what it was like during Katrina. I mean, it was ridiculous being in New Orleans at that time. But I remember at the time, very few. I mean, this was like a few months afterwards, so like there were no restaurants open, like barely anything open except for Cane's. And there would be a super long line, so we would go at like 10:45, like super early. So we could get in line, and like right when it opened at 11, we would get food, and usually the line wasn't too bad. And I probably ate Cane's for like 7 days straight at one point during Katrina. And like the fact that
you would subject your body to that. You treat your body like a temple.
The fact that I don't hate it after doing that speaks to how good it is.
So I'm just gonna rank it, assuming it's from up here. So I will go Cane's, Secretariat at the Belmont, Chick-fil-A, the distance between the Earth and the Moon, and then Popeyes. I will also, let me recommend, if anybody ever comes up to St. Louis, 2 chicken places up in St. Louis. One of them is Lee's Chicken. I don't know if I think they're like a regional. What do you call it? Like they got different locations or whatever.
We're talking fried chicken?
Yeah, fried chicken. And then the local, like hyper-local St. Louis chicken joint is this place called Hodak's.
Ooh, I've heard of Hodak's.
It is 50% fried chicken, 50% grease. It is amazing.
It sounds amazing. People are asking me in the chat if Sally picks out my food. That's me.
Does she?
She does.
All right.
She cut your steak.
Hey, Sally, I only have one. Dave,
we're kind of doing weak on the donations.
She does cut my food.
We do need Ralph to drink some absinthe tonight, how does he say it? Abstinence. What does he say?
Chipotle absinthe.
So
Chipotle.
Before Thomas gives us a donation update, remember you can use Amazon Prime membership to support Saints Happy Hour, and it doesn't cost you a dime. Click on the link in the podcast description with instructions from Thomas. And I did this without Thomas's permission. He always wants me when I do these things to so we can have graphics and fun stuff ready, but I'm doing it without his permission. He'll get a graphic next week. I'm doing the 400 patron challenge to you people, and I'm going to make this promise to you. We get to 400 patrons. Right now, we're at 299. We get to 400 patrons. And every week when we hit $100, I will do 2 shots instead of 1, back to back. And the cost for the second shot, I'll cut it in half and I'll do 2 more. If we get to
Ralph,
if we get to 400 patrons.
He's basically Saint Jesus. He's willing to die for you. He's willing to die for your money.
It's a challenge.
He's sacrificing.
You
his
people
life.
have the commitment to the show that I have.
Ralph, how long
I might need to sign up as a patron like 5 times.
Ralph, how long does that last?
Every week we're at 400 patrons.
Andrew's giving away patrons, guys.
No, Ralph, don't do that.
I'm not scared. My liver died. My liver died in 2018, the moment of the no call, Kevin. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about me.
Right. So what have you been killing in the
He's
interim?
a seasoned warrior, man.
He
can take it.
My brother or my sister could give me a slice of their liver. It's fine. It's a challenge. 400 patrons. Make it happen, people.
Let's
Thomas,
see how
give us a
long he
donation.
lasts. Okay, so we
Give us a
are
donation
we
update.
are 20%. The new MVP leader is Jason Champagne, who gifted 2 subs. Thanks, Jason. Also, thanks to Aldi Marino for donating 5 buckaroos.
So now,
it's pretty easy to take the MVP lead and get on the Ralph's whiteboard.
That's right. So now we're gonna do one of my favorite things. And Thomas has done an amazing job this year, guys. And thanks for this. You support the show. It allows us to have Thomas running everything, running the audio, making it better. But Thomas does amazing things and graphics, and he did it last year. But this year, it's amazing that we're gonna review our season predictions, and it's so big, and Thomas has so much stuff. We're gonna break it into 2 parts. Yeah. This is part 1. So, Thomas, take it away. Now that I've said nice things about you.
Okay, first video.
Lock it in. Saints are signing Derek Carr. They're going 10-7. They're winning the South. Your coach of the year, Dennis Allen. He'll be coaching in Saints in 2024. Right. Well, lock it in.
Wow. Coach of the year, Dennis Allen. Not even close.
Toxic positivity comes back to bites me in the ass.
We had to originally on the show rundown was a whole segment about how Dennis Allen is the worst PR coach in the entire league. So
we had to we'll do that next week.
You were only 1 game off though, Ralph, and had they won that 1 extra game, they would have won the division. So you really weren't that. I mean, that was pretty close.
Would he have been coach of the year if they'd have won the South?
No.
Would he have been coach of the year for barely winning the worst division in football? Are you listening to yourself, Ralph?
I'm just saying.
I mean, this wasn't that crazy, guys. When we look at the other ones, this wasn't that crazy of a prediction.
Jesus Christ!
Wow. I want to know the crazy shit.
What's next, Thomas?
We're just getting started. And by the way, these are in the chronological order. So
I don't remember who said what when.
Okay.
I don't remember what I said on last week's podcast.
That's right.
That's a good thing. Next one.
Here's my double down for Lucas Kroll. Kroll actually stays on the team and plays in games in 2023.
Wow.
Hey, Tomas, check the timestamp on this.
On the screen, for people that aren't watching, that are only doing the audio version, on August 29th, the Saints cut Lucas Kroll, and he
literally on the anniversary of Katrina.
Wow. Now Katrina could be the second saddest thing we remember on August 29th. Pulling out for Lucas Kroll.
Still sad.
Why did it say Dave says pound the over on the Jets? What was that thing?
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been
because
us
that was
during
the year. It was exactly last year, Dave.
Oh.
We were reviewing the predictions from 2022.
Any thoughts on that prediction, Kevin?
I was dead ass wrong. I mean, I thought Lucas Kroll. I really wanted Lucas Kroll to work, and it didn't. Like
sometimes what the heart wants, Kevin.
The memes and the gifts would have been.
Yeah, I mean, look, if there's somebody,
on the anniversary of Katrina
who is denied what their heart wants, it's this guy. So,
yeah,
I mean, look, we all know how it goes.
Jimmy, you know. Who played that?
I did.
Oh wow!
Kevin played that for himself.
Played the violin on himself.
Wow.
Nice.
What's next, Thomas?
Okay, next one is a rare sighting, guys. A little spoiler.
I'm gonna make a prediction, and and I'm terrible at predictions, but I'm gonna predict this: Atlanta is gonna be so bad this year on defense. it's going to get Arthur Smith fired, and Atlanta's going to have a new coach.
Hey, Tomas,
crazy
check the
prediction.
timestamp on this.
I feel like that's a winner.
Yeah, that is a winner.
I feel like that's a winner. The team decision by Jameis.
Jameis got him fired.
I mean, they gave up 40 and 40 the last 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure he was getting fired.
Interception! Matt Ryan!
That's gotta be Andrew. Oh, that's what John's here.
Sorry I'm late. Has Dave already said some dumb shit?
Damn, Hatchet
Yes.
John!
Yes,
50
Hatchet
buckaroos,
John.
the new MVP leader, he's back. 30
Thank you,
bucks
Hatchet
away.
John. And if you listen to if you've already listened to this podcast from the beginning, you know the answer to that you just donated. Like Dave has said some incredibly dumb shit. When we asked him to say one move that could help the Saints, he's like, "Don't do anything.
Dumb?
Prep
Dumb
for future
or-
years."
Dumb?
Yeah, and
or,
Hatchet
or
John.
wise?
And then Kevin went, and I was like, how could he possibly say anything worse than Dave, which was do nothing? And he said we should replace Jameis Winston with Tyrod Taylor.
Let's spend all that money on.
Let's spend money on a backup quarterback.
Who's not
I
supposed to be
assume I assume Jameis is gone anyway.
That's right. What?
I mean, look, God willing, the backup quarterback never plays. You know.
We, as Dave likes to say, the off season is our time to shine. We are rolling into these shows back-to-back weeks are just top-notch.
You haven't humiliated me yet, Thomas, so I can
What's next,
only
Tom?
imagine what's next.
Oh Lord, what's next?
Yeah, man, this is unscripted, by the way. Guys, unscripted. I didn't tell Andrew to say that.
I'm telling you, Cedric Tillman is the truth. I think he reminds me of Michael Thomas in the sense that he's not a burner. He's not a guy that's going to run a 4.240. But like when you watch his tape and you watched him play, he's going to crush it in the NFL. He reminds me of Michael Thomas with his size, his work ethic, his ability to make catches in tight windows. And look, I don't trust Thomas to be healthy, so I think they need this guy on offense.
Here's another.
Hey, by the way, before you keep going, did you notice that Brian Bresee was the first pick
That's right.
in that mock?
That's right.
You tell me, was that a success or not, guys? Look at the
I don't know.
stats.
I have no idea.
21 catches for 224 yards. No touchdowns.
Monster year.
Ugh.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it.
Well, you know, he's still young. There's still.
I want to know,
potential
like,
there.
I mean,
Thomas.
monster season, man, not potential. Come on, man.
I don't even.
Fuck you, Andre George.
Andrew,
Yeah.
I don't even remember this in the slightest. Like you could have said, Thomas, this is fake. This is AI. I never said this, and I might have.
I don't
backed you.
recall this at all.
I might have backed you. Either Dave or Kevin, do you remember? I don't remember this at all.
I don't even remember watching Cedric Tillman tape. So
It's just. But here's the thing. Here's the thing I want to
You
say.
made it up? Was your source that you made it
April
up?
26th, guys. April.
I want to say.
26th.
I want to say this though.
Right before the draft.
This is a good point, and I enjoy this exercise that we do because we go back in our prediction because it's great content and it's fun. But I want to make this point: all these draft people that are spouting out these hot takes and they know and they watch tape. 99% of these people on Twitter, and a lot of them have with the Saints and they have followers. I'm not going to call it any names. They're going to memory hole all of their bad choices. And they're going to pick out the 1 and 2 guys of the 30 that they mentioned that were good. And they're going to say, I know what I told you. But we tell you the truth. We have Thomas cataloging all our predictions and our bad decisions, and he's making fun of us. So we don't hide.
we don't even tell you what we got right. We just rip on each other.
We just rip on each other.
We just keep receipts on the mistakes.
That's right. No one cares. No one cares about it. Being right is boring as hell. So Thomas, what's next?
Okay, next one is from Kevin.
Oh God.
Happened for the Saints in 2021. Then we're going to get to the next topic.
Our draft
He'll go
guru.
5-1 in the division.
Ooh, I like that. That's good.
What were they? They were 4-2.
Oh, it's not bad.
That was close.
not bad.
Yeah. That was pretty good, guys, for these predictions that I have ready for you.
That's For these predictions, that's amazing.
That's like a success, I would say, even.
I mean, that's not bad.
Probably.
Still don't have
Compared to
anything from
later
me here.
ones.
Yeah.
Am I always right?
Did you say compared to the later ones, there's more?
Yeah, he's got like 12. We're only
yeah, 'cause
doing
we
like
kept
2.
making
Oh God!
Only 2 parts. How many more do we have tonight, Thomas? That was 4, right?
How many you want, man? We can maybe do
We'll do-
everything.
keep
I
going.
don't know. You're
Keep
going
go-
pretty
I'm
fast.
not tired yet.
Keep going.
Keep it rolling.
You're going pretty fast. We will do as
Yeah,
many
keep-
as we can.
Yeah, keep
Okay,
going.
next one.
I like-
Your turn, Dave.
Peyton Turner plays 10 games.
That's crazier than Kevin.
While I'm chewing food.
He played 2. He played 2.
Why-
He didn't play 2. He played 1.
I would really like.
Oh, that's right. He played at the end of the year.
Why? I would like to see like the 2 minutes of conversation before that. Why would I have
he
said
wants
that?
context.
Context. Context.
Why,
No.
why would I have said that? Because I have never
Because
believed
you
in.
obviously are an idiot.
I love this segment so much.
Why did it, can I?
Like the
Wait, can
last
you play?
cover.
Need I remind you the things you sometimes put in your body?
Can you play? Can we play that soundbite again?
You want it again?
Can you
All right.
Play it
Play
again.
the video again.
My turn. Your turn, Dave.
Peyton Turner plays 10 games. Okay, wait a minute. What was the
crazier than
question?
Kevin.
What was the question?
You were like,
maybe the-
my turn, and then you
Wait a
put your
minute.
foot down
No,
emphatically, like,
Ron
no,
wanted
maybe-
some brave
maybe
predictions
the-
from
maybe-
you guys.
Maybe the question is what do you think will never happen? And that's what I said. How do we know? I
no.
want to hear the question.
No,
this
it was a segment.
This
Ralph wanted some brave predictions from you
This is
guys.
not
And
a
Kevin
brave.
started.
That
this
is reckless.
This
you
is-
know, this is so typical of Dave. Instead of taking his medicine, he's trying to talk his way out of it.
I need the context. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah.
Get out of
Dave's
here.
trying to lawyer up here.
yeah, well, I still don't. I still don't hear. Still not being faced with any further evidence.
I love all our patrons because the people that support the show allow us to have Thomas. This is the work that Thomas does, y'all. And if
This
we can-
really is the Lord's work.
This is the Lord's work. And if we could have more patrons, we could have Thomas doing more of this. And I would be so happy. This is amazing.
That
Thomas,
prediction did not sound like that on my phone. Is what your boy Alan said.
What's next, Thomas? Hit it again.
Why
I
is
love
that
these.
quality
I wish you
so
had-
terrible? It does not sound like that on my phone.
I could listen. I could do 50 of these. What's next?
And by the way, when it comes to donations, guys, I have a new soundbite of Ralph ready for the drinking segment.
Oh, wow.
If we hit the goal, and we are only 30 buckaroos away. Okay,
30 buckaroos.
Next one is also pretty good, guys. So pay attention.
My delusional optimism is Colin Sanders 6.5 sacks.
Oh my God!
That's wild.
Kevin knew immediately. That's wild.
Before that, he had 3.5 career sacks. By the way, before that prediction, I checked.
Right, he was going to double his
So-
total career sacks in one.
How many
Yeah.
shots of absinthe did you have that night?
And y'all are making fun of my prediction about
Not
Peyton
enough.
Turner? Jesus.
I mean,
I told you
he was
that
he was
a
closer to
wild.
scoring a touch. He was closer to scoring a touchdown than he was to getting a sack. Oh my God. I don't have anything to say. That was a fail.
Yeah.
What's next, Thomas?
I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
you
trying to
should be.
remember all the dumb shit.
Yeah.
You should be, man. Next one from
My
Andrew.
prediction is that Lucas Kroll,
Oh wow, here we go.
Kevin's former son, scores more than 2.5 touchdowns.
Oh my God.
That's crazier than Peyton Turner playing 10 games. Yeah, it really is.
I love the zoom in on Kevin.
Even Kevin was like,
He scored one touchdown for the Broncos.
Kevin was shocked.
Yeah, I was aghast.
You were like that.
Can we isolate that face one more time? Can we make that a GIF?
Interception, man.
Could Ralph be taking some action?
Oh yes.
How is Chipotle not a sponsor of the show yet with Ralph's terrible pronunciation of Chipotle? Love the predictions.
Because
How is is it that the British computer knows how to pronounce Chipotle and you don't?
I'm pretty sure sponsors want you to pronounce it.
Who was that? Who was that donated?
Your boy Alan.
Yeah.
30 buckaroos.
Thank you, Alan.
All right, you're doing the absinthe.
I'm just assuming the absinthe.
Yeah.
This thing is,
unless Hatchet John chooses differently, Andrew.
If we get 100 more patrons, he might have to drink both of these. By the way,
I speak for Hatchet John here.
Oh,
I don't drink cripple. Your boy Alan said.
Hatchet John confirms.
Absent.
All right, are you showing me, Thomas? We don't want to cheat the people like I did last week. Am I on camera?
Yeah, get him on camera.
Yeah, sure. that was Kevin's fault.
Zoom in.
Go ahead.
Zoom
go.
in.
No, it wasn't.
Zoom in.
Boy, he's guzzling. Good God.
Yeah, he really took that like a champ.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, you were not meant to guzzle absinthe.
Making it rain.
Like that. You're supposed to just coat a glass in that.
Sally, I need help.
Sally, I need help.
Sally, I need help. Oh, dude, I got stuff coming out my nose, and oh my God. Oh my God.
What was that on the puke meter?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10. That was dumb. Like that was
a 10. A 10.
Oh,
yes.
That was so dumb. Like I just ripped it back, and like it wasn't even halfway in my throat, and I knew that it was a mistake. But like once you do the tilt back, you can't really like.
Yeah, you got to commit.
Like I'm done. Like I can't. It's like you can't go back. And that was bad. And I thanks to whoever gave me this. Was somebody at the live show. I forget.
I think that was Nikolai.
Mephisto.
I think that might have been Nikolai.
Awful.
Are you sure you're thanking them right now?
I mean.
Hatchet John says Ralph is done. And by the way, thanks to Brett in Lafayette for subscribing for free with Prime. And he said, I'll drink to that.
What remind me if we hit the next donation goal, what's next? What else you got?
Dark cherry vanilla whiskey.
Ugh.
That bottle looks like a can of Surge.
What proof? What proof is it? Jason Champagne wants to know.
70 proof, and it's got a raccoon with sunglasses on.
Oh, so you know it's cool.
For a very good time.
Oh, it's got a catchphrase on it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be terrible.
Only the good stuff has catchphrases.
Yeah. I mean, what?
Right. What's the next prediction?
No other Saints podcast is challenging their listeners to get to 400 patrons, so they'll drink more. But I'm putting it out there. I'm not for you people. Think of the fun we could have during the football season. What's next, Thomas?
Okay, next one I think is the most outrageous of all.
I feel like I've gotten off easy.
Who do you think that's from?
Me, I guess. I've only had one, so
it's going to be Dave or Kevin. Clearly,
no, I don't know.
Is it outrageous because it was so amazing and great?
Ralph's throwing his hand.
I'm worried.
Was I predicting I was going to wind up in a happy relationship?
The drinking.
Not that outrageous, man. Not that outrageous.
Drinking, and you never know, because Thomas might have pulled it from like one of the mailbags that me and Dave did live.
I think I'm the only one that's safe here.
Yeah, your boy Alan. What? For a very good time on Ralph's tombstone.
Damn.
Jesus.
Did you say 70% alcohol by volume or 70 proof?
70 proof.
70 proof.
Oh, so 35% alcohol. Yeah, that's not 70
that bad.
Proof. That's not that bad.
70 proof.
That's rookie numbers, man.
Next one.
For Ralph? That's like
what do you got,
orange juice. Next one.
Oh.
Michael Thomas will catch 5 touchdowns for sure.
What are you eating? That's not awful. What did he have? Oh, he had one.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like that one should have counted for 5 because it was a sweet touchdown.
I feel like Kevin was speaking on behalf of the entire fan base there, where everyone was like, "Oh yeah, he's catching 100 balls, light work.
We're trying to will it.
He's going to be healthy this year." I feel like you're not playing these predictions of me being like Michael Thomas is going to get hurt again. Lattimore is going to get hurt again.
That was low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. Peyton Turner is going to get hurt again.
Peyton Turner is only going to play one
Hatchet
game.
John says Kevin tried to speak it into existence. So far, Dave's Peyton Turner playing 10 games is the winner by far.
I try to will a lot of things into existence.
Yeah, but I only have one. Yeah, but I only have one fail. I feel like I'm still winning though because
I feel like you still got better than this, Thomas.
I feel like Thomas has got some silver bullets in the chamber.
I would hope he's saving the best for last.
What you got?
These are the chronological order, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, next one also from Kevin.
Shit.
All right, Kevin, who scores more touchdowns in 2023? Jimmy Graham or Michael Thomas?
Michael Thomas, no question.
You sure about that?
Michael Thomas, no question. Tomas.
Barely not.
Deception! Matt Ryan!
Jimmy had 4 TDs.
No donation message from Hudat Goffa. Thanks for 20 buckaroos though. Let's wait. Let's play it from this moment.
You sure about that?
Michael Thomas, no question. Tomas, timestamp.
I mean,
that's good.
Look,
That is good.
If I am, as the kids say, standing on business, that's got to count for something. I'm
never heard that. What does that mean?
standing on business? Yeah, I've heard that.
You got children? Go ask them what that means. Standing on
I've
business.
never heard that. No cap.
No. Standing on business. That's the new thing. People stand on business.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
I stand on business when I'm wrong.
Okay.
Jimmy should have had 5. He should have had 1 the last week of the year too.
Yeah,
You goddamn right he should have. FUDA.
Jason Champagne says prediction: Kevin will date a luxury plastic surgeon and will become her full-time cabana boy or cabana man.
God, wouldn't that be the dream? That would be the effing dream.
Yeah.
Listen, you want to get me one of them Cuban-style bowling shirts that's about as sheer as the
Guayabera.
baseball jerseys right now? I'll wear that.
Yeah,
I'll get you a Tulane Guayabera
Give me them little white shorts and some boat shoes. I'm sure Jude knows where I can find a good pair of boat shoes.
So far, only one for me. Only one fail for me.
Yeah, Thomas,
I must have been pretty accurate in all my other predictions.
Oh my God, no, you weren't. Thomas, what's
just
next?
waiting for Tomas to just unleash.
You didn't make that many, Dave. That's the thing.
What?
Oh, so Dave's a coward, is what you're saying?
That's right.
I thought we were required. Wasn't it like a question and answer thing? I thought we were required to answer questions, but to make predictions.
No, sometimes there were segments. Sometimes you made official predictions.
No.
That's the thing.
I feel like you have a bunch of notes on your phone.
More touchdowns than Adam Troutman this season.
I'll take things I'd rather hear from my wife for 500 hours.
More touchdowns for Jimmy Graham than Adam Troutman this season. If that doesn't happen, you guys get to pick what happens to me.
Okay, Jimmy Graham more TDs than Adam Troutman.
Yeah. If it does happen,
what?
I get to make all of you drink a shot of gin.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
How many touchdowns did Troutman have?
If it does happen, if Troutman has more touchdowns than Graham.
You probably should go ahead, Dave, right now and save that in your phone. You know how you do the calendar?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that right now.
All right.
That's right.
Don't worry, Andrew. I have it saved.
Yeah. What date?
I
What
have
date
my
do we want
notes.
to put it in there?
You're
What
not
date?
getting away with this, man.
End of the season, like New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. That's fine.
Dave, you never reminded us of this.
I reminded
Yes.
You
guys have to take gin shots. Let's go right now. Right now.
Gin?
Yeah.
Gin?
I do have gin. I was always reminding Thomas, and Thomas was just always we agreed we were just saving it for the end.
Yeah.
Like this. So I did have it in my phone.
I'll drink
I had a couple in my phone.
I'll drink a gin shot next week.
All right, Kevin, you need to get
I didn't actually agree to it in that
bottle
clip.
of gin.
I did not actually agree to
airplane
that.
bottle.
I guess.
Or Dave's arguing again. What's new?
Again.
What's
You know
new,
what I
man?
find? You know what I enjoyed the most out of that clip is Ralph's
piss poor lighting. He looked like the VHS box cover art of the movie Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
He did. I really did. And I dropped out so on brand. Like, it couldn't.
All right. So, Dave, are you going to give me your penance now, or are you going to wait till these other two guys?
I might as well do it now. All right, hold on.
Yeah. All right.
What's
Nice.
next? What's next, Tom?
Yeah, we've got one more. This one without a result. This one to spark maybe a discussion or something. Like let's.
Oh yeah.
But I think we need Dave for that.
Okay, well we need Dave.
So Ralph, you don't have
but
gin.
he can hear us. But he can hear us.
I think I do, but I have to like rummage through all the bottles.
Let's do it next week. The gin.
We'll do it. I'll do the gin next week. It's fine. Gin's disgusting, but I'll do it.
Kevin, you got to go get yourself an airplane bottle next week.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to go to the liquor. Go to the liquor store where they have the checkout and they have
by
the crate.
One touchdown. The fucking
Just
big fish.
Just remind me on like Sunday.
All right, here we go. Dave's got Bombay Sapphire. That's a.
Okay, you ready for the last one, guys?
Yeah.
But by the way, I just again, I'm going on record in that clip. I never actually said I was agreeing to this. This is kind of like when you send an email and it has that disclaimer at the bottom that says you can't do this. That's not actually legally binding. You can't just say, "Hey, this is the law." And
but you
when you
didn't
put it in your
disagree
phone,
too.
You basically acknowledged that it was on, like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
All right, so pour the gin out. And Thomas, what's next?
Okay, the last one.
I think this is the first time Dave is taking a shot on this show.
Yeah. All right.
Probably.
Okay, so the last video will save the official season prediction graphics for next week, guys.
That wasn't that bad. I like gin. So
Is Dennis Allen our Mike Smith?
Oh, dude, if Dennis Allen could be as successful as Mike Smith.
Really?
I mean, Mike Smith, he got to the playoffs.
Yeah.
he got to the playoffs.
Really? You'll take Mike Smith?
We are really setting the bar low.
Wow, really?
I would like to take this audio, the audio of Ralph from this show, and play it for Ralph.
I mean, I think that's kind of like
weeks 5 through 13.
I think.
Wow,
of the regular season.
Mike
Thomas,
over
Dave, I think
timestamp on this.
shots fired. Holy
Dave,
shit.
I think that's best case scenario for Dennis Allen.
Wow. Oh my God.
Like, just kind of like mediocre.
Well, then what are we doing? Why just back the shit up, dude? Why are we even discussing this
Mike
team
Smith
then?
won
Holy shit.
I was beside myself.
17-point lead in
Oh
an
my
NFC
God.
championship. Rightfully so. The bar is low. You can
Oh my
step
God,
over it.
Ralph thinks Mike Smith is the ceiling. We are so fucked. We are so
I'm
fucked.
just being honest.
Back the shit up.
I'm just being honest. Like I think.
Just end it. Just do the close. Just end it. Let's just end the fucking podcast.
I mean, Ralph was just painting the wall. That was his most beautiful painning.
A rich tapestry, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
Gross.
Here's
It's
the
not
thing.
going away.
Mike Smith was 66-46 as the Falcons.
We
coach.
freaking wish Dennis Allen was Mike Smith.
I mean,
we freaking wish.
I mean, I don't know. I stand by it. It's
Oh man.
you'd have a lot of
that is best case scenario at this point.
Yeah, you better hope Derek Carr picks up where he left off last season. At the end there.
that was the last one, Thomas.
Yes, sir. We still have the graphics for the official predictions that you made. But
all right,
we'll save them for next week. I think
that was awesome.
Yeah, the only thing I will say is for the Mike Smith prediction. Do you feel that Dennis Allen is further away from being Mike Smith, or is he closer?
I thought I had more.
I think he's further away from being that good.
Yeah. Kevin, can Dennis Allen, can he slide into
Your DMs?
the third greatest coach position in the history of the Saints? Which you got Sean Payton, and I'll put Jim Mora second because he won more than Hazlitt. He didn't win a playoff game, but he won more consistently than Hazlitt ever did.
Yeah.
And then Jim Hazlitt, and then you can have whoever the hell you want. I don't care. But can he bump Jim Hazlitt from third?
All right, let's take a gander here. Pro Football Reference.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can find Jim Haslett here.
This is going to be good podcasting here.
Yeah,
we listen. We listen for you to look.
I mean, DA is what? He's 2 games under 500.
Jim Haslett's coaching record with the Saints.
That's it. He only coached the Saints. He never got a second game.
No, he coached the St. Louis Rams.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So he was 45-51 with the Saints over 6 seasons. He had 2 losing seasons.
45.
That last one was the shit.
So 42 and
so 45-51. Dennis Allen coaching record. Come on, brother.
I mean, I would say you got to throw out the Katrina year with Haslett.
Bullshit.
You don't.
16. So Dennis Allen as the Saints head coach is 16-18.
I think Katrina year is extenuating some circumstances.
So what? You want to toss it?
I think that would be reasonable. I think that's okay.
All right. So then he is 42 and 38.
Okay.
51 minus 13 is 38. So he would be 42 and 38.
42 and 38. Okay.
And then Dennis Allen right now is 16 and 18. So he would have to survive at least another 3 years. He would have to survive at least another 3 years and get 9 or 10 wins.
He'd have to get
each year.
Yeah,
DA is 16 and 18 with the Saints.
So he's got to get to 4. He's got to get to 4 games over 500. So he's got to stack. He's got to stack a couple 10-win seasons to get there.
Are we still talking about Mike Smith?
No, we're talking about can DA surpass Jim Haslett in Saints history?
How many wins does he need?
Well, Jim Haslett, if you take out the Katrina year, he was 42 and 38. Can DA surpass that?
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Yeah, I agree with Andrew. I think.
I mean, I think this is it. This is the end of the road for DA. While I said that he should be fired after this season, I went on record saying I would. I didn't think he would. And I mean, at no point was I ever like, yeah, I think he's going to get fired.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I am on record this time around. Like, if the Saints don't make the playoffs this coming season, I think that's the time to make the move, because then you've got Derek Carr for 1 more year.
Yeah.
And if you have a good draft pick, you draft a guy, and you would want a new head coach to pick his guy, and and then be stuck with Carr for a year. But yeah, I think that I think he's got to make the playoffs this year.
Your boy Allen called DA the homeless Mike Smith. And it's mean, but it's funny. This absence hitting hard.
How far away are we from the next one?
Pretty close.
$55.
Yeah,
55. It's pretty far. So thanks Thomas for the predictions. They were amazing.
Really, what we should do, I don't think we really have time to do that, but really what we should do is do a quick around the horn and make a crazy prediction about next season.
Right now?
Just right now. Yeah, just so Thomas can bank at least, a crazy prediction for each of us.
Them right now.
Yeah.
For next year?
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
Hurry up.
I mean, I had more moments, but these moments were pretty...
I know, but we can give you 4 just
season related. There were a lot of predictions hey, if the Saints score a fat guy touchdown next game, I'm gonna do this. So it's
zoom in, Thomas, zoom in
on
zoom into me, and me.
Timestamp all of this.
Timestamp all of it. Clint Kubiak is gonna get a head coaching job somewhere next January. And when it happens, I will drink 4 shots on the show.
Oh damn! That's a good prediction, man.
We should zoom in on everybody. When everybody makes their prediction, we should just zoom in.
Hey, Tomas, check the timestamp on this.
That's right.
When you hear that soundbite, you know it's going into the segment.
I just got really scared. The Saints start 0-8, and Kubiak becomes the interim coach for the Saints, and I'm doing 4 shots on like Halloween.
Yeah, I can go.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, you want a full screen? Right?
I'm waiting for the
zoom in.
My bad.
There we go. Okay. Let me make sure I'm looking at that correctly. Yes, I am. Derek Carr will set a career high for touchdown passes. He will throw a minimum of 33 touchdown passes.
Wow. Holy shit.
Hey, Tomas, check the timestamp on this.
Delusional, toxic positivity.
Now, what happens if this is wrong?
Then we're just wrong and get embarrassed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then he will laugh in a year.
I've already got to drink gin next week or whenever the hell it is. So
Dave, double down on Peyton Turner.
I'm going to go with something with Taysom.
He's going to play 20 games.
I'm going to say Taysom Hill will have 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
You know, you look like Arthur Smith. Tomas, check the timestamp on this.
He really
Damn,
does.
Kevin.
11.
He really does look like Arthur Smith.
Jesus.
11 touchdowns.
Wow.
All right.
All right, Andrew, you go.
Michael Tom. Yeah, here's my prediction. Michael Thomas will have a new team next season.
We know that.
And he will play. Man. And he will play 5 games or less. If he plays more than 5 games, I will drink a double IPA of Dave's choosing.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Tomas,
I like that.
Check the timestamp on this.
I don't know why you guys just willingly just put sanctions on yourselves. Like, just make the prediction.
Forsky will have 5 sacks.
Because it's more fun, Dave. How about that?
Better
Do you hate
content.
fun?
Better content.
Yes, I do.
Because you are pussy, Dave. Come on.
I want no salary cap spending and trading down.
Yeah.
This
Mike
is happening.
Thomas is gonna sign
a moratorium on salary cap spending.
Mike Thomas is going to sign with some team, have a great week 1, and all the Mike Thomas people are just going to pile on the Saints. And then 3 weeks later, when he's injured and on IR, they'll forget that they ever tweeted about how it was so dumb that the Saints let him leave.
Kevin,
I got one more. I got one more.
Okay, go. Yeah. Dave's got one more.
Zoom in on me. By this time next year, Kevin will have a girlfriend.
Wow.
I'm putting it out there.
This is happening.
Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Kevin will have a girlfriend.
Wow.
This time next year.
Hell
February 27th, 2025.
Hell yeah.
Kevin, Alden Marino is asking for a quick love update.
Yeah, so love update. Last week I was talking to I'd been talking to a lady for like 2 weeks straight. Like we matched on Hinge, hit it off pretty quick. She gave me her number.
What does she do for a living?
Oh, I don't remember that anymore. I know it wasn't in the medical field.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Continue.
Now at this point, he asks them what they do, and if it's not a medical thing, he just zones out and he's like, I don't care.
Well, no,
either medical field or nothing.
Well, no, it's
do you think that's like the sniff test? That, okay, we can continue to talk.
No, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. We were talking and I was like, kept trying to set up dates. And she would initially agree, like, hey, yeah, we'll meet Wednesday night. And then something came up. Hey, I've got a real bad migraine or something. Can we do Friday? Sure.
I don't like
Friday
that.
comes. It was something else. I said,
this is fucking.
All right, well, let's try during the week, during the weekend or whatever. And then it was Saturday. She was busy. Sunday, she ended up, she remembered she had to go do something with like her family. So
excuses galore, man.
No,
right.
Yeah, just,
so last Monday,
just ignore, block.
Right. I mean, she got more excuses than a head coach. So I gave her like one more chance.
You're too nice.
Oh, I know, and that's my problem.
Nicer.
Yeah.
Never.
And
At least
she
he's
was
aware.
like, "Yeah, let's meet this night." And I was like, "Okay, fine."
Is that
My
meet
place.
MEET or is it MEAT?
You know, you got that down.
Juge, it ended up being neither.
If you
So
come, you best come hard.
it ended up being neither. So she messages me the day of, like in the afternoon, and is just like, "Hey, I had this thing happen. I had this thing happen." You know, something like she had some family emergency or whatever. And at that point, I was just like, "All right, well, you just let me know when you're free then." And I stopped messaging her. And she messaged me like a couple more times, and I just ignored her. Like, I'm not going to give any more of my time and effort and energy on somebody that keeps
Flaking.
like, if you can't, you have to make a decision to make time to go out on dates with people if you want to meet somebody. Like, this woman was telling me, like, in the back and forth that, like, she wants to have kids, she wants to have a family, and she keeps talking about how busy she is. It's like, well,
not with you though.
You can't be serious about doing that.
You cannot be serious.
Being if you're always busy and not willing to make time. And look, if it was just a case of, oh, she just didn't want to make time for me, okay. Well, then, I don't know, have the courage of your convictions to just say, yeah, I'm not interested anymore. Like the whole stringing along and making up excuses.
She's single for a reason.
This next sip,
fucking birds.
this next
That's the
sip is
fucking
for you,
birds.
Kevin.
I love that
Thank you.
soundbite. Play it again, Thomas.
Don't let him bully you, son.
I didn't, because once I made the decision that I was done, it was like, it was easy.
All right. Next up.
Smells like a catfish. Aldi Marino. She's trying to catfish.
Eh.
All right. Thomas, do we have trivia tonight?
We do if you want.
Yeah, we'll do trivia.
We can save it for next week, maybe.
No, let's do trivia.
Let's do trivia. Yeah,
we don't
I know
know
we got
trivia.
the Budrich bangers are always awesome.
Budrich bangers. That's what he calls his porn production company.
Yeah, actually, Butteridge, you should call your Moscow that.
Oh, wait a second.
That's Ryan.
All right.
My prediction is that Kai Harley will be GM of the Saints. Oh wait, I think that prediction is taken.
Your boy Allen, the new MVP leader.
You know what, your boy Alan, I'm driving the bus, but you know what? I'll have a co-pilot. You can be the goose to my Maverick.
Wow.
Come on, let's go.
All right.
How far away are we?
$27.
Well, that's so
$26.70.
So if somebody does the
26.70,
28.3 donation,
We'll get
Andrew.
there.
And by the way, your boy Allen is the new MVP leader.
And we've got
Surpassing Hatchet John, the legend.
Wow.
me and Ralph, and I'm assuming Kevin have a mailbag to do after this
do.
too.
So what's
When
the
you
trivia?
do you guys stay live when you do the mailbag?
No, we don't.
No.
Maybe.
No.
We might do that. We might start doing that again during football season. What's the trivia, Thomas? Read it off.
Okay, so the trivia is which Saints? And it's a tricky question. guys.
I'm tempted to say Darren.
Wait. Can I read the question first?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
Which Saints running back has the most runs that went for over 70 yards?
Okay, one question. Does it include? This is straight. This is purely.
That's Ryan.
That might do it.
It did.
This is.
Hatchet John, 28.3.
Wait, my question was before Ralph drinks. My question was: we're talking strictly from the line of scrimmage. We're not including kick returns or punt returns.
I think
Okay.
Butteridge. I think
I'm gonna actually say maybe Reggie Bush.
no. I think I know it because I think Butteridge posted it on Twitter today,
Oh,
and I saw it.
He couldn't do.
So you know the answer?
I think I know the answer. I think because I think he posted it on Twitter.
All right,
It's
well,
not.
then-
It's
Come on,
not.
Butteridge, what the hell, man?
I like Darren Sproles. I like Darren Sproles.
Is it Kamara? Is it Kamara?
No.
It's not Kamara.
I'm gonna do the shot, and then I'm gonna tell you. This
Okay,
smells
so
How easy is it for me to guess?
pretty. It should be pretty.
he's
easy.
doing the shot. Wait, man,
smells-
I didn't even play the hype train, man.
This smells delightful.
Bet it does, Panama Red.
Ralph, is this like
you go have yourself a very good time, buddy?
Yeah. Ralph, this is an easy guess.
Yeah, it's easy.
I'm gonna say Reggie Bush.
I'm gonna say Deuce McAllister then.
I'm gonna say Reggie Bush.
3, 2.
Kevin, go with Darren Sproles. We should one of us should be right.
Okay, fine. I'll go Darren Sproles.
What was the question again? 2 over 70?
Come on, he's drinking. Pay attention first.
Well,
Most over 70.
I got to admit, we're so used to it now. It's kind of normal.
This was if I wouldn't have the absence.
Breathing was kind of fun.
This is really good. This is really good.
Sally, I need help.
Whenever Ralph says a shot is really good, it's like the most disappointing part of the show.
Well, really good.
Yeah, but he looks. His face looks like one of them Sid and Marty Krofft puppets right now.
Yeah,
it would be really good with Cherry Coke, but
like
it's
from
not
that Genesis
really good.
music video.
It's not really good.
The
Falling
sun
absent.
never sets on the Jewish Empire.
It's like
that was.
It's like a 6 by in. It's like a 6 by itself, but tonight it's like a 9. Oh,
a
9.
Yeah, that bad.
EJ's got us falling in love.
So I'm going to tell Mark Ingram. Final answer.
And Hatchet John is in the lead again, by the way.
Ingram.
I'm saying Reggie Bush.
I'll say Deuce. I'll say Deuce.
And I've got Darren Sproles.
Who is it, Thomas?
Let's see if you
probably
were
like George
right,
Rogers or some
Ralphie.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know any of the old guys. This is dramatic. Come on.
Mark Ingram. Yeah, like Butteridge. He didn't post it.
Yeah, you cheated though.
I just saw it on his Twitter feed. It was like like one tweet. It was like 5 videos of Mark Ingram going 70 yards. I was like,
it's very surprising.
I was in the stadium for Saints Redskins at the time, and the Saints got housed that day. They got beat really bad. It was humiliating. The Redskins
Rob
fans
Ryan's
were
last game.
Yeah, yes, it was. The Redskins fans were giving me a lot of shit. That this was when Kirk Cousins was their quarterback, and he absolutely lit us up. But I was in the stadium with my dad, and Mark Ingram he broke a long run in that. I can't remember if it was over 70, but that might have been one of them.
Yeah, Butteridge posted that one. It was one from San Francisco. It was one versus the Jets.
Kind of surprising because he wasn't really a burner.
Yeah,
no, of course. That's even Deuce McAllister. That I would have been surprised with Deuce too.
Yeah,
I remember Deuce. I remember Deuce having a really long one against.
Butteridge said there's been 12 70-yard attempts that went over 70.
I was going to guess Mike Carney.
Wait, so Ingram had 2 and no one else has had 2?
No, Ingram had the Butteridge video was like 4 for Ingram.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Very surprising.
Wow. And I clicked on it because I don't know why Butteridge or why my Twitter feed it was like, this is adult content. Do you want to view it? And I was like,
NSFW.
I was like, what is Butteridge posting like that's not suitable? Like that's like adult content. And I clicked on
NSFL.
It was 4 Ingram runs. I mean, maybe for Dave when he's alone at night when he turns down the lights, but not for the rest of us. So
wait, so how 12? There's been 12 runs, right?
70
for 70. How many players?
Let's see.
No, here Ingram it is. Ingram has 3. George Rogers, and Deuce McAllister had 2.
2. Okay.
Neil Goldberg.
Lorenzo Neal had 1. I remember that was
Aaron Hayward only have 1. That's it. Are you serious? There's only 1, 2, 3.
Do you remember the Lorenzo Neal long
7?
Run, Ralph?
I do.
It was like 3rd and inches.
Yeah.
And it was a goal line carry, and he like slammed into the line trying to get a first down, and then he cracked it outside and went all the way. I remember that one.
I remember
only 7 players have runs of 70 yards or more, and
I'm surprised Sproles doesn't have one.
Sproles and Reggie Bush don't have. This is crazy.
Yeah, and Ironhead Hayward.
That's shocking.
Ironhead Hayward did it against the Raiders, and he was looking at himself on the jumbotron as he was doing it.
Hey, Juge. Juge, that the Washington game you saw, was that 2015?
Yeah, it was.
Sounds right.
Okay, so you definitely saw one of the Kamara 70-yard runs. He had 5
only
rushes.
one. He only had one.
He had 5 rushes that day, and one of them was the 70-yarder.
Well,
I thought that was Ingram.
Ingram.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, what did I say?
You said Kamara.
So
sorry, Ingram. So you saw the 70-yarder from Ingram,
one of 3.
but he had 4 more rushes for just 7 yards.
And am I correct that he got caught from behind and tackled it like the one?
Yeah.
That part I don't know.
Yeah.
Does he have a touchdown?
No, he did not score.
Yeah, he got caught from behind.
And the Redskins did in fact, the Washington team did in fact beat the piss out of them, 47-14.
Wow. And Kirk Cousins had amazing stats, right?
Lit him up, and Kirk Cousins didn't throw a pass that was longer than like 4
20
yards.
of 20. Yeah, shit. 20 of 25, 324 yards, 4 touchdowns. Perfect quarterback rating.
Wow.
Yep.
Pour one out for Rob.
That's when I was like, when the Vikings spent all that money on Kirk Cousins, I had that game, and I was like, damn, they might be pretty good.
Was that the "How do you like me now" or like "How do you like that"?
No. So
you like
thank you, Butter. Thank you, Butter.
That game was horrible though. Honestly, I of the worst games that I ever attended. The Tim Couch Hail Mary against the Browns was horrible.
Yeah,
that was as disgusting as the Saints are actually undefeated when I go to a playoff game, so I've never seen them lose a playoff game. But I would say the Hail Mary to Tim Couch was awful, and I would say that this was one of the worst.
Yeah, and isn't
the
Redskins, isn't the stadium like a dump? And
it's terrible.
Absolutely terrible. Crap.
Yeah.
I will say one of the best games. I know Dave was in the Super Bowl. The Garrett Hartley kick against the Vikings in the NFC Championship game. I attended that. I attended the Oz Hakeem fumbles the ball game. So those were great games. But a random game that was amazing that I attended was, this would have been maybe 2002. And maybe 2001. And it was Ricky Williams in Carolina, last play of the game.
Oh yeah.
Like the clock had run out. It was like 3 seconds left. Saints were at the 1 yard line. They had to score.
Walk off.
And they run a pitch to Ricky Williams. So like everyone's bunched up at the goal line. And, everyone's thinking he's going to ram it into the line. They pitch it to Ricky Williams, and he outraces he outraces a guy to the end zone and scores. And like the stadium goes dead silent.
Yeah,
it was in Carolina and Charlotte.
Did you say 2000?
Yeah,
2000 maybe 2000. Yeah, that's
the Saints.
And who was it against? Carolina
in Charlotte.
The Saints.
I was with my buddy John Kirkland at that game. That was
Saints
special.
Lions.
John Kirkland's signature.
Saints Lions from 2017. If you want to talk about random, just insanity game, that game
was that in the Dome.
Yeah, it was in the Dome. The Saints were winning like 42-7 or something, and Detroit came all the way back.
Oh yeah, that's when Cam Jordan had that pick six.
Yeah, the pick six to seal it. But it was like, oh my God, are they going to lose this game?
Yeah, I remember that game.
Weird. Random Saints. So thank you, Butters. Your trivia is always appreciated. But if you're going to do trivia, don't post it on Twitter, because I'm on Twitter 12 hours a day and I will see it.
Jesus, seriously.
What year was that, Kevin? Have you found it yet?
No, I'm trying to find that.
So while Kevin's
I don't
doing
see
that,
an end of this.
Thomas, play Take It to the Top,
game.
and I'll do finger guns, and we'll get.
Oh, we have questions? We're doing questions?
Yeah.
It might have been 2000.
So Thomas, what's first up?
Okay, we had tons of great questions this week. Thanks, guys. First question from Saints Rabbit. He asks, what secret embarrassing fetish a la Troy McClure and fish would you like to see? Yeah,
Troy
and fish
from The Simpsons.
Would you like to see come public about Goodell?
What's Troy McClure's?
It's a Simpsons reference. It's an old Simpsons reference where
it's his fetish with fish.
So I mean, they allude that he's sexually attracted by fish.
Yeah.
And it's just like a weird rumor that keeps him from getting like major roles in Hollywood. So he goes on a date with Selma, finds that people are interested in him again, then decides to really date her, and then tries to marry her, or actually does marry her.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very fun episode back when The Simpsons still had its fastball.
See, do you guys remember the Dave Matthews guy, Boyd Tinsley, who was kicked out of the band, The Violinists?
Yeah.
No.
Do you remember all this stuff that came out about how he was really into like smelly socks? Like he had this fetish where like he wanted musicians smelly socks. I don't know.
See, I was thinking I got a great fetish.
I would pick that.
I got a
Roger Goodell.
I got a great fetish for Goodell, and this ties into what I was going to do when we our topic
Licking
we canceled for DA. I think it would be real. We can't do like inappropriate things and like criminal things that would maybe be over the line. But I think it would be really
like what I just suggested.
Yeah, I think it would be really funny if Goodell had like a new Coke fetish. If you're a certain age, and he like loved new Coke. And he would like hunt it all around the world, and all he wanted to drink
Coke, like Coca-Cola.
Yeah, like you don't remember, like they got rid of Coke, and they were like, we have new Coke, and we changed the flavor, and everyone hated it.
Oh,
and they got rid of it like within a week.
I was hoping you were referencing cocaine.
Cocaine? No, and I was thinking like it would be funny if like Roger Goodell, all he wanted to do was drink new Coke.
That's
I gotta say,
absolutely terrible pick, Ralph.
Well, anyway, he's not.
It's horrible, this idea.
Anyway, that man, he better have a food tester when he comes to New Orleans for the Super Bowl. That's all I'm going to say. He
like Caesar, like Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar, Louis the 14th. Like he better have a food. He better have a food tester.
I was going to say who.
I like this one from your boy Alan. He says that he makes his wife wear the Goodell clown shirt in the bedroom.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Maybe he likes being humiliated.
He makes his wife call him the commissioner when they're doing the nasty.
Or maybe he just wears the clown nose.
Oh,
when he's in the bedroom.
Who's Taylor Swift's like? Who does Taylor Swift like not get along with?
Katy Perry.
Is that who she doesn't? Does she have a? Or does she have multiple?
I think she feuds with Katy Perry.
I feel like. I feel like it would be really bad for Goodell, like if we found out like Goodell hates Taylor Swift and he has like a serious fandom for like Olivia Rodrigo or Katy Perry or whoever, whoever Taylor Swift is not friends with.
Hey,
or, like,
Olivia's
no. Goodell loves
slander.
Kanye.
No slander of Olivia on the show. It's my daughter's favorite. Yeah.
Well, sorry.
We know that.
No, like Goodell loves like Kanye or something. He's a big Kanye fan. Is that embarrassing?
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh my god, he likes Kanye.
I mean, like I could come up with something like New Orleans related that's silly, like he believes in like never leaving the knife in the box. Like always take the knife with you when you go.
I'm going to spread malicious rumors about Goodell. That are New Orleans related, starting like in December, like after Christmas.
All three of you guys, like, do you not like the nature of the question?
What
is that? It's sexual in nature.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And all three of you guys just like stepped up to the line and just took a massive shit at the foul line.
I said he wears the clown nose in the bedroom.
That's okay. You had the close. Okay, that's the strongest one, and that's fairly benign. I'm gonna say
maybe he likes watching all the no calls during sex, on the TV.
I'm gonna say. Well, actually, that's probably better than mine.
He watches Phil Vinovich highlights.
He likes watching when a team gets fucked. That's what arouses him.
Boy Allen says he sleeps on the bed of penalty flags.
Shit, yeah, that is kind of better than anything I was going to say. Damn it.
Sorry, Kevin.
That's all right.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. So
he likes to fuck peanut butter jars.
Oh wow!
You know how some guys masturbate into a sock? Maybe he masturbates into a penalty flag.
There you go.
There we go.
That's the one.
While watching, you know.
No. Hang on. It's the penalty flag that Bill Vinovich was wearing in 2018 that he kept tucked in his back pocket.
That's right. Wow.
He jerks
He's watching
it with that.
Fuck him hard, Bill. Fuck him hard.
That's his cleanup rag, and he uses that while watching the 2018 highlights.
This is
off the rails.
Hopefully, no one I'm friends with or
I don't.
This business contacts with is watching this.
This show is awesome. That was a great question. What's next, Thomas?
Yeah, thanks for the question, Saints Rabbit. Next question, Aldi Marino. Juge, that's for you. Yeah. American ice football. Can we all go in with the Juge family and Cajun Sands fortunes, purchase an expansion franchise, and have Dave B play a coach? Also, what name would you give the franchise?
This is a great question. Thomas, do you have the video of the ice football that I sent you?
Oh, you sent me a video of ice football?
I sent it to you. I was just like, I don't know. I didn't know you had this question, but I was like, I don't know what we're going to do with this, but keep it. We'll maybe need to use it. I sent it to you. It's a video. It's a video of ice football. It is amazing.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Wait. I think
they play football on a hockey rink, not with ice skates, but cleats. And it's as stupid and hilarious as you would imagine it to be. While Thomas pulls that up, if we had an American ice football, and we had the team in Louisiana, what would the team name be? Like, you can't use the Ice Skaters because that's Lafayette's hockey team.
I was going to say Ice Skaters. Well, Lafayette doesn't have a hockey team anymore.
So. They don't have a hockey team anymore?
I don't know. I don't think so. Baton Rouge just got a new one, the Zydeco.
They used to be the Kingfish when I was there.
Yeah, no, they have a new one, the Zydeco, and I don't even think I think whatever league they play in, it's not even affiliated with the NHL. Like they're not a farm team for any NHL team. They're not getting called up. I think it's more like Slapshot. I think it's pretty much just like a bunch of middle-aged 30-year-old guys that are washed up.
Your boy Alan says the New Orleans Brass. Okay, here we go. Look at this. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was on. If it was on skates, if we were on skates, I would dominate all of you, and I would be the star quarterback because I would be able to just skate rings.
This is amazing. This is apparently a real thing.
That's wild. This is wild. I never saw this or heard.
This is amazing.
That is great. That is great.
Wait, so they're just doing it with shoes?
This is how many ACLs are torn in a game?
Lots.
I mean, look at seriously,
shoes. Like if you crowd there, I got some people there.
If one spike catches the ice the wrong way while you're running, forget that's it. Your fucking ACL is gone. It's over.
Oh man.
What's the name of the team?
Anyway,
I would think the passing game in ice football, Kevin, would be like 1930s passing. Like it would be very difficult with the timing and all the things.
Yeah, shit. They're going to be running the old 23 Skidoo out there.
The 23 Skidoo. I would say, the name, you got
Skibbity Toilet,
Ice Pelicans, Frozen Oysters,
the Bearded Oysters.
Yeah, Oysters on Ice.
Marilla Icebox.
This doesn't have anything to do with
the
how about just crew. Crew with the K, KREW.
The bougies.
The crew. The crew.
The bougies, I like that one.
Juge's bougies.
The Juji bougies.
Yeah.
The bougie jujies.
The New Orleans Snowballs. That could be.
Oh, there you go. That's it. That's the ticket. The Snowballs. Yep, that's it.
Never mind the sexual.
No W.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind the sexual.
Anyway. But it's got to be SNAEAUX.
No, SN. Oh, okay. No, but SN. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you do the stupid Cajun thing, or do you do SNOBALL?
Yeah. I mean, have you seen how stupid this thing is in the highlights? You absolutely do it.
Yeah. Fair.
My dream would be to be the Vince Lombardi of ice football. I don't know how I would accomplish that, but if I could put that. You could put a very good time on my tombstone, and he was the Vince Lombardi of ice football.
Won three consecutive American ice football championships before the league went tits up.
We're gonna make a seal here, and slide to the goal line. Thomas, what's next?
Right, next question from Aldi Marino. He asks, do you think the Saints see the salary cap going up each year? Like most Americans see the income tax return as a way to get a bigger TV, couple of booze bottles, and a luxury date night at the Olive Garden.
Well, let's please hear Dave. Let's please hear Dave's answer to this.
No, I can't answer this question because one, I don't need an Olive Garden, and two, I haven't gotten a tax refund in a long time.
Oh, excuse me.
I think Mickey Loomis, when he saw the salary cap went up $30 million, he called Kai Harley into his office and he said, "You're going to be general manager, not today, but soon. But Operation Danielle Hunter is a go."
Oh my God, Danielle Hunter. But
your boy Alan, props for bringing up basketball, by the way. What a great movie that was. Yeah. Basketball,
classic.
Basketball's top 5 for me all time.
I don't know about that.
I'm straight
kitschy.
Up saying it.
It's kitschy.
Basketball was awesome.
Top 5 all-time
Office Space. Office Space still number 1.
Wait,
my cousin Vinny's in there.
Watched My Cousin Vinny last this
week.
What
are we rating? Wait, hold on. What are we rating? Movies all time?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Basketball would be in your top 5 of all time great movies? Really?
Yes. Wait, like favorite, or like are you saying this is like
favorite?
Okay, top 5 favorite.
Yeah.
Basketball, really?
Basketball, Office Space.
Love Office.
Happy Gilmore's in there. Basketball.
I gotta put Tombstone in mine. Caddyshack.
Tombstone's a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm not as big of a Caddyshack guy.
Goodfellas. Come on.
Yeah.
The Godfather. Yeah. My wife would divorce
never
me
seen
if I don't say The Godfather.
Yeah, I know, Dave. We know.
Never seen it.
Your father's gonna be on his deathbed in about 20 years.
My cousin Vinny's up there for me. What about you, Kevin?
Never saw The
Kevin, give us a couple of your top 5s.
Rocky 4.
You.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were asking for me. I didn't know.
I did say Kevin.
Yeah, but I didn't hear you because I was too busy lambasting Dave for a second for not seeing The Godfather.
Fair.
Me, like favorite-y type. I'll go Last Starfighter. I'll go Crawl. I'll go Swingers. I'll go Seven.
7 was great.
Yeah,
Fight Club.
7 was sweet.
Fight Club was fun.
What's in the box? Yeah, those are 5 right there.
7's overrated. 7's overrated, I would say.
Fuck off.
No.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
I don't know who had that opinion in the chat, but they're incorrect.
People love in the
Thomas. It was Thomas that said so.
Yeah, that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Usual Suspects. Great call.
Yeah. Pineapple
CDW.
Express. Great. We should have a movie watch night where we pick a movie.
A Few Good Men by Budrich. Great call. Yeah. Another good movie.
See. So here's the thing. Die Hard to like. I almost look at like Die Hard and A Few Good Men. Like those are like great movies that I don't know. It's weird. Like I feel like saying those movies, you shouldn't be able to say it.
I feel
like you've got to pick something like Crawl, like Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
Like Midnight Madness.
Oh yeah. Midnight Run is one of my favorites.
Is that the one with Billy Crystal and
No, that's a good one. Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. That's
Ocean's 11.
Running Scared.
That's Ocean's 11 is a great movie.
Yeah. That's Running Scared, but Midnight Run is Charles Grodin and
Robert De Niro.
Sorry. I was gonna say they need to do like a special Oscar that is like if a movie is played over 1 million times on cable, that like they have a category to like give an honorary Oscar to like Val Kilmer for Doc Holliday. And it's like, yes, he got played 2 million times on cable. So we're giving him the Oscar that he should have got, but didn't because it's playing.
He was robbed.
You know, because it's playing on cable 2 million times.
Also, Budrich mentioned Airplane.
Oh, yeah, I love all the Zucker
Airplane.
Edge of Tomorrow is a great option. Is a great great answer.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
You know, it's a good movie if you like the Airplane movies, and you haven't seen this movie. Kentucky Fried Movie is the first movie the Airplane guys ever made. And if you can find it, it's really, really stupid, but really funny. It has a bit with a JFK board game, and it cracks me up every time I see it.
Just spent.
All right, Thomas, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, one more final question.
20 minutes just listing the movie titles.
Final question, guys, from San Antonio Saint. If Saints offense shows serious improvement, but we don't make the playoffs, does DA get fired and Kubiak promoted to HC, or does DA get a stay of execution? Stay.
I don't see it. I don't see a scenario where DA gets fired and Kubiak is elevated to head coach. I just don't see it.
I have a hard time. I would have a hard time, Kevin. I would have a hard time seeing a scenario where the Saints don't make the playoffs and DA survives it, and this coaching staff survives it all. I have a hard time just conjuring that up in my mind.
Yeah,
where they go 9-8. I mean, maybe if they would go 10-7 and miss the playoffs, then you'd be like, well, they went 10-7, and you don't miss the playoffs a bunch of 10-7, and we can't fire a guy who won 7 games, won 9 games, won 10 games. But short of that, I have a hard time conjuring a scenario in my mind where the Saints.
Well, you just did.
Besides that, but I hate him. I'm too drunk.
By the way, Jerry's favorite movies all have Jean-Claude Van Damme in them.
Yeah.
Demolition Man didn't have Van Damme.
Bloodsport did.
No, Double
Impact wasn't Double Impact,
Stallone, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Blade is a good movie.
And Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Eat Taco Bell and
Speed had Sandra Bullock in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it did. All right.
Speed
Anyway,
2.
I mean, like, if the Saints offense shows serious improvement and it shows it enough that Kubiak would be elevated to head coach, but at the same time they have to fire DA, that means like obviously the defense has totally spiraled,
imploded,
and obviously that means the defense is losing games for us, which. I mean, I guess it's
pretty funny.
No, I know, but I mean, and I guess it's logical. I guess it's possible because you could be like, well, Jesus, DA, like, the main reason we kept you around was because your defense was good. If your defense isn't going to be good, then we really have no use for you. So I mean, I guess it is possible, that scenario, but I do not like. I agree with everybody else.
Kevin, let's play this out before we go to Kevin. How high would the offense have to be ranked, and how low?
Snoop Dogg.
And how low would the defense have to be ranked for Kubiak to be the head coach and DA to get? DA gets fired, but they're like, we got to keep Kubiak. How high would the offense have to be ranked, and how low would the defense have to be ranked for that?
All right, let me take a look at the team stats for 2023.
I feel like that's a really tough needle to thread because DA is not getting fired unless the team's losing. So the team would have to have a losing record, and it would have to be mostly attributed to how bad the defense is. And the offense would have to be incredibly good, but not good enough to win games. So, that's why I don't really see a path. Yeah. I just think that's a really tough needle to thread.
That'd have to be like an incredible, like, top 5 offense.
So the Saints
a bunch of huge fourth quarter leads, right. I guess.
So last season the Saints were 14th in total offensive yards per game average. They would probably have to go into the top 10, and
it would have to be higher than that.
Yeah, I'd say 7 or higher.
Yeah, I think top 5.
So 7 or higher.
And then like 32 on defense, right? 30th.
Yeah, what was the defense?
They were top 10, I think.
They were top 10. They were 8th in points allowed, 9th in points scored. Like the fact that they didn't make the playoffs and they were top 10 in both is just fucking
unbelievable.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, now that's weird. So according to this, they were allowing. They were 13th.
Siskel and Ebert. People are.
They were 13th in total defense yards per game.
And they're
allowed. I mean, so yeah. So you'd have to drop probably into the 20s.
I'll tell you this, Andrew. Other Saints podcasts, people aren't arguing about Inception being overrated, which is happening.
Who just typed that? Was that Thomas?
That's
me.
Thomas is
Stop insulting Inception and Dark Knight, dude. Those are great movies.
I mean, they weren't bad, but they are not that great for Nolan standards.
Oh, Interstellar! Get the fuck out of here with Interstellar. Get
the Prestige.
Are we done? Can we start the mailbag episode?
Yeah.
Thomas, is that it? Is that the last question?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You see, The Prestige is one of those movies that falls into that category of like not off the top of your head, like not an obvious pick for a favorite.
Thomas,
I mean, that's my second favorite movie, you know. So
Thomas, you said the show would be 3 hours. It was only 2.
Yeah, really.
So give us the MVP final MVP tally.
Jesus.
All right, MVP tally, great show, guys. 30 in a row, by the way. We reached the donation 30 weeks in a row.
I really didn't think we were going to get there this week.
That's right.
Yeah, it was rough at the start. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to Brett in Lafayette, to Aldi Marino, to Badrich, to Jason Champagne, to Hudat Gopher, to your boy Alan, second place, and number one, the legend himself with 78.3 Buckaroos for the 3rd time this draft season. Who is?
Hatchet.
Yes, sir, the one and only Hatchet John. Congratulations.
Times 2 to times 3. Hatchet John, DM me what you want to be on the whiteboard, and we'll write it. And I'll write it.
You have to write it with your bad hand.
No, Max writes it, but I'll get it to do them in block letters like Thomas wants, so people can read it better.
Bold, you mean?
Bold. So, thanks to everybody for listening, supporting Saints
I think
Happy
that was
Hour.
the longest show of all time, by the way.
Jesus.
I think we broke the record.
The 400 patron challenge. I'm drunk, but it's still out there. Get to 400 patrons. I will do double the amount of shots that I normally do. Instead of doing 2 shots, I'll do 4 when we hit the donation goals. It's a challenge to me. It's a challenge to you, patrons. Do it. Go to saintshappyhour.com. Become a patron. Support the show. We can't do it without you guys' support. The shows like tonight, where Thomas does all that work doing the season review, that doesn't happen without you guys. So thanks to all of you who support the show. Thanks to Dave. Thanks to Andrew. Thanks to Kevin. Thomas running the show back in Poland. The best producer on earth. Remember, kids, if you're going to support a Saints podcast, support the one that wins awards.
Yeah.
Until next time, the bar is closed.
That too. I'm drunk. God damn it. Get off my back.